a 70 calorie skinny one. I don't understand why you guys drink a 350 calorie when a 70 calorie drink like that. Howdy y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Melina, formerly fat, currently fed up, and today we are checking out Miss Liv Schmidt. We have not checked in on her on a while, and I'm curious about how she feels about the holiday seasons and what type of advice she has for us. Very quickly before we get started, I'm not done decorating yet. I had a bit of a hang up. Someone broke into my car. Yes, they stole my gym bag, which was full of stinky knee sleeves and stinky wrist wraps and chalk and crusty gum that was on the bottom of it. So because of that, I don't have access to my car. They were supposed to actually fix it this morning. They had to push it to 1:30, I believe. Yeah, they had to push it till 1:30. So after that, I can go and get the rest of my decor. But for now, this is totally fine. The vast majority of my decorations, I can see them. So at least I get the nice views. Also, as a reminder, now through the end of the year, all of my merch, including my hats and my notebooks, my habit tracker, and all my stickers and my magnets, of course, they are 25% off if you use the code HOLIDAY25. And also, because my vendor sent me comically small versions of multiple different designs, I am including these in all orders until I run out. So, and then this is my holiday edition of the You've Had Enough Sweet Treats. As for the neighbor situation, we are moving this week, thankfully. I won't have to deal with Shrek upstairs stomping about. And then also to everyone who joined my lives yesterday and then also last Thursday, thank you. We ended up getting 24 tallies, and I added one more tally just for good measure. I did a ginormous reaction to Alexandra Rodriguez, and I caught up on all of her vlogs. Spoiler alert, it's all the same crap. And every time she went into a department store, I put a tally. Each tally is $20, so I end up donating $500 to my local animal shelter. So thank you guys for joining me. It was very fun, and it was really the only way I could get through that is with you guys. We're going to jump right into this. If you do not know who Liv Schmidt is, she is a TikTok Instagram influencer who prides herself on being skinny. And if you're new to my channel, we value strong over skinny every single time. So as much as I do like talking about fat acceptance and health at every size movement, I do think talking about this is just as important, because we are slowly going back to the heroin chic and skinny and weak ideology, which is not great for women. She does have, it's hard with her because she has some good takes, but it's like the first half of the take is good, normal, like, oh, eat normal portion sizes, you don't have to eat the entire dessert. And then the second half of the take is something extremely problematic. If you hear Shrek upstairs, I apologize again. We will be moving. I cannot. So we will go through the holiday posts. Yeah, we won't go through all of these, but we'll start at Thanksgiving and then go through whatever other ones that she has. This one says, how to have a skinny girl Thanksgiving.
How to have a skinny girl Thanksgiving. Because everyone's talking about...
Side note, I cannot stand the vocal fry. It bothers me.
...the side dishes, and I'm talking about the side of restraint, because point of view, it's Thanksgiving, not things binging. Yes, of course, I will still eat mashed potatoes, but I'm gonna have 3 spoonfuls, not use it like therapy and have a whole mountain. I'm gonna show up cute, I'm gonna chew slowly, drink my water, drink my tea, and leave still looking like dessert. Because portion control over pie control any day. Quick, skinny holiday hack, stay grateful, not stuffed, okay? Eat like you're the main course, babe, because you are. Stay grateful, not bloated. Skinny girls don't roll out of dinner, they glide. Ciao, happy Thanksgiving. How to have a skinny girl Thanksgiving. Because everyone's talking about the side dishes, and I'm talking about the side of restraint, because point of view, it's Thanksgiving, not things been.
Yeah, I agree with her here. You don't have to make Thanksgiving and or Christmas into a hinge fest. However, you also don't need to eat only 3 spoonfuls of mashed potatoes. If you want a big mound of mashed potatoes. If mashed potatoes are your favorite, that is fine. The thing with holidays and getting big during the holidays is you are not getting big during the 6 weeks of the holidays. You are not gaining weight from Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, like those specific days. And you're most likely not gaining that much weight in those 6 weeks also. The big problem with people who are so hyper focused on what they're eating around the holidays is they're worried about the wrong time period. So instead of worrying about Thanksgiving through New Year, you need to worry, scoot over a little bit, you need to worry about New Year through Thanksgiving. This is the time period that you're gaining weight. The 6 weeks really isn't that much. And if you're actually only indulging on the true holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year, let's do New Year's Eve and New Year Day. That's 5 days. You can't do that much damage in 5 days. Sure, some people can, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Don't be pedantic with me. So yes, don't treat these Thanksgiving meals and these Christmas meals as a reason to hinge. It is not necessary. It is unnecessary. Unnecessary, as I always say. I like the sticker because it fits perfectly. On your phone case. Isn't that cute? I don't have it stuck to mine though, because I like my phone case to be all black. This one says the only correct size of dessert if you were trying to say snatched.
This is the only correct size of dessert if you want to be skinny. I mean, look at it. This chocolate cake is a perfect 1-inch square. If it's more than 1 inch, I don't want it. Real woman choose micro portions, maximum glamour. 1 bite, 1 moment, 1 fantasy. That's all you need. Ciao.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be absolutely no for me, dog. If someone handed me a 1-inch piece of cake, I would tell them disrespectfully to shove it up their ass. There's nothing wrong with eating a normal slice of cake. Now, there is a however, because, and this is something I talk about in my Alex videos, because she likes to make all these swaps and hacks and Weight Watcher friendly desserts, which almost always turn out like crap. They always look like poop from a butt, okay? If you know, you know. I would much rather eat a normal slice of cake once a week. Well, maybe not once a week. Once every 2-3 weeks, once a month, even if it's like a true decadent, moist. I know you guys hate that word. That word doesn't bother me. moist, chocolate piece of cake or whatever type of cake it is. It's okay to eat one normal serving size of that cake as long as you're not overdoing it. I think it is much better to wait to indulge on that one piece of cake or that one donut or whatever it is, rather than making all these little sweet treats and all these hacks and all these Weight Watcher friendly foods that you're eating every single day that taste like crap. But also with this, like, sure, is it fine to eat just a little piece? Yeah, I guess, but you're not going to derail your progress with a slice of cake. You're not going to. Now, if she had that whole plate and there's like 4 of them and they're all small like that, yeah, that's fine, because you don't want 4 humongous slices of cake. In that specific scenario, that's totally fine. But don't think you can only have 1 bite of cake. You're fine, sweetheart. As long as you're not eating cake all the time. If you are, then yeah, maybe a 1-inch piece is fine for you. This is actually a good point from this commenter. Perfect portion. I hate that the desserts are sometimes so big you feel this guilt to not eat the whole thing, but if you do, the guilt is worse. Yeah, a lot of people struggle with, they feel like they have to eat everything on their plate, and I'm here to tell you, you do not. Your body is not a trash can. I feel like I should put this on a magnet. People have asked for it. I think I'm gonna do it. You do not have to finish your food. If you don't want to waste the food, completely understandable. Put the food in a Tupperware, put it away. And now you can have it a second time. Or throw it away. You're not solving world hunger by eating the food that you don't want to eat. You're not helping people who don't have food by eating the food on your plate. Yes, be grateful for what you have, but your body is not a trash can. How to stay skinny on Thanksgiving. And as a friendly reminder, this video is not to teach you guys how to be skinty. That is not what this channel is about. I said this in the beginning of the video. I will say it again. We value strength over being skinny, because us as women, beginning at the age of 30, our bodies as women naturally start to lose 3 to 5% of our muscle mass per decade. Our muscle mass is metabolic gold. The more muscle you have, the healthier you will be. The likelihood of you surviving negative health outcomes such as cancer increases. It helps with your insulin resistance. It helps with your mental health. There are a myriad of different benefits to having muscle mass on you. And another thing is osteoporosis. It's very similar to sarcopenia. So women start to experience gradual bone loss around the age of 30 after reaching peak bone mass because the rate of bone breakdown begins to outpace bone formation. Also, when we go through osteoporosis, the drop in estrogen also makes our bones more brittle. 1 out of every 2 women after the age of 50 will break a bone due to osteoporosis. Now, compare me to Liv. Who do you think is going to break the bone? The woman that strength trains 3 to 5 times per week, the woman who practices progressive overload, the woman that's eating adequate protein, the woman that does high impact movement, or the woman who is not doing any of that. The woman who wants to stay skinny and not strong. The woman who doesn't add any type of mechanical tension to her muscles, who doesn't add force that helps stimulate bone growth through that added force. The answer is simple. Okay, so this is just a caption. Rule 1, walk before the chaos. Yeah, that's good. Rule 2, eat breakfast. Not eating equals overeating later. This is also very true. This is also very true. Rule number 3, 1 plate, 1 dessert. Commit to it. That's fair enough. Rule 4, no grazing. You are not taste testing. You're overeating. I don't know. I like to graze on deviled eggs on Thanksgiving. So for me personally, this is going to be a no for me, dog. Rule 5, Thanksgiving is 1 meal, not a season. I absolutely agree with that. She says, a Thanksgiving reality check. You haven't been waiting to feast. You've been feasting all year. I mean, she's kind of got a point there. Thanksgiving is 1 meal, not your yearly hinge marathon. Stop the grazing, stop the picking, stop the just a taste, walk, hydrate, eat like a woman with standards. See, like, I do agree with this, but the fact that she's phrasing it around, oh, how to stay skinny, how to stay skinny. No, this is just how you stay healthy. And no, being skinny does not automatically mean you are healthy, by the way. But yeah, no, those are fine. I would add rule 6 to walk after, because walking does aid in your digestion, and then it also helps with your insulin sensitivity, because when you walk, your muscles are moving, obviously, and your muscles require energy. So when you have glucose in your blood, your muscles quite literally pull it out and use it. So even a 10-minute walk can be super helpful. This one says, everyone is spiraling about not gaining weight on Thanksgiving while completely ignoring the actual reason that they stay stuck. You're terrified of gaining weight on one day, but then you overeat the other 364. Spot on. This is spot on. Her caption says, you're panicking about one day, but you've been overeating all year. Worried about Thanksgiving? Fix the other 364 days first. This is exactly what I was talking about. Although my example was 6 weeks rather than one day, because people are like this for Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, and New Year's. Everyone is spiraling about not gaining weight on Thanksgiving while completely ignoring the actual reason they stay stuck. It's not one plate, it's the 364 days you refuse to take accountability, random snacking, mindless overeating, I'll restart Monday delusion, the zero portion awareness, the steps you never take, the self-control you think you can outsource to a holiday strategy. If one meal can derail your entire year, your baseline wasn't built, it was borrowed. That was written by ChatGPT, by the way. I feel like this whole thing is. In the skinny society, we don't obsess over Thanksgiving. We fix the everyday portions, discipline, walking standards, identity. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with this. See, this is what I mean. She has such good takes, but her wrapping it up and just staying skinny is problematic to me. Because if you follow people who have healthy relationships with food, and more particularly people who like fuel their bodies and athletes, you'll see they'll eat a lot on Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then right afterward it's just back to the normal work. Are we bloated a few days after? Yeah, but guess what? It all goes back to normal because we are disciplined and mindful, and we are very careful about what we eat and how much we eat all year. So one Thanksgiving meal quite literally means nothing in the grand scheme of things.
Every year, someone says, I can't wait till Thanksgiving to finally feast. Babe, you have been feasting since January. You did not wait. You ate like it was Thanksgiving every single day, all year long. And I know that because you are still the same size or bigger than you were last Thanksgiving. So maybe, just maybe this Thanksgiving, instead of obsessing over the feast, you focus on the actual meaning, the thankful and the giving. not the inhaling. Thanksgiving is one meal, not a personality trait, and definitely not a season. Not your annual excuse to binge yourself into a food coma this year and call it a tradition. In this skinny society, we don't roll into the holidays starving for a binge. Why? Because we didn't spend the entire year treating every Thursday like it was a national buffet. If you want to be skinny this Thanksgiving, apply to the skinny society.
No, I do not want to be a part of the skinny society. However, I do agree with what she's saying. I absolutely agree. If you are on lock, on point, 364 days of the year, you can quite literally treat that Thursday like a buffet and be totally fine. But if you treat every day like a buffet, what exactly makes Thanksgiving different? Is it socially acceptable? Sure, I guess. But then why are you hinging every other day of the year?
How does she do it? She eats fries at RH Bar, berries and cream, coconut cake, sips champagne, and still glows like she just left a spa. The secret, she doesn't stress about being skinny. She moves through life, walks the Met, takes the stairs, takes meetings at the Baccarat, sips tea instead of spiraling. Skinny is an extreme effort. It's energy embodied. This is the Skinny Society, where calm control is couture. Join the Skinny Society today. How does she do it?
That's insane. How much do they charge for it? This girl said, I just applied. I can't wait to be accepted. Love your content, live. Ugh. And see, the problem with this whole like skinny society thing is, while a lot of the things she says, not all of them, but a lot of the things that she says are rooted in truth and are things that I practice myself, but people are joining because they want to look like her, and she is not a healthy weight. She does not have any muscle mass on her, and she has extremely low body fat percentage, which for a woman is not healthy long term. She does not eat a lot. She does not eat enough. She most likely does not have her period. She probably has extensions because her hair is falling out. I'm not saying that to be mean, but if you're constantly under eating, undernourishing, you're going to be deficient in basically everything. So the people who are joining the skinny society, they don't necessarily want to be healthy. They want to be skinny. And do you see why this is a problem? Oh, this is so bizarre. How do I explain to a man that no ass and no boobs is actually the aesthetic I'm going for? It's funny how she's saying no boobs while clearly pushing up her boobs. Does she have a boob job? I don't know. Which obviously I don't think that's a problem, but it's funny saying no boobs when she very clear. Her boobs are bigger than mine. Like, come on. Someone said, I'd rather have a 2000s model body. Oh Lord. Over a thick booty any day. Finally, someone who gets it. Yeah, if that's your preferred body type, that's nice. However, understand what comes with having a 2000s model body. Sickness, sarcopenia, osteoporosis. Your bones are going to break. You're not going to be able to get up off of the toilet. Someone said, yes, it's so elegant, I guess. Being flat is so chic. Oh my God, I am in enemy territory here. No, thank you. Okay, she said something that's gonna make you mad.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna make you mad because I'm an empathetic person, not a pity person. An empathetic person is someone who sits and tells you that being overweight isn't happy, where a pity person is someone who's like, oh my God, fuck science. It's okay to be overweight.
I agree with the sentiment, but it is extremely hypocritical coming from someone who is very obviously undernourished.
Good for you. It doesn't matter. Don't be mean. That's the difference between people who pity people and people who are empathetic. So anyway, I don't pity you, but I empathize with you in the sense the general population will be nicer to you when you are not fat. That's not fat phobia. That's just reality. We live in a world where people make up their minds about you in half a second.
Yeah, this is true. As much as people don't like to believe it, people will automatically respect you more if you are not fat. Is that the best thing? No. Is that fair? No. But unfortunately, that is just simply how society works. If someone sees, and I'm not saying this is right or okay, so don't put words in my mouth. And I read about this all the time on different forums, different YouTube videos, whatever. My contact lens is really bothering me. Sorry if my eyes like twitching. People think, oh, this person obviously, clearly does not respect themselves, so why should I respect them? That's, if you boil it down to the very fundamental basics, that's what that is.
Before you've even opened your mouth, they've already decided. Are you disciplined or are you chaotic? Are you composed or are you messy? And whether you like it or not, guess what? your body tells them. When you're skinny, people just assume that you are put together. You value yourselves, you keep your promises, and instantly you earn respect.
I don't think that about skinny people, because I always say, and people don't like when I say this, but that's fine. Being skinny and being fat are both easy. You don't have to do anything. It does not require actual work. Being fit, being lean, being athletic, that requires work. Being skinny, you don't eat. Being fat, you eat. They're both easy on the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Because they know you show up for yourself every single day. And instantly that earns you respect. When you're overweight, the world just assumes the opposite. You're lazy, you're inconsistent, you're untrustworthy. I'm not saying it's fair, but it's true.
Yep, I agree with that. It's not fair, but it is true. Like, that's how society thinks. See, and again, here's a comment. What do you think is sufficiently skinny? Is a healthy weight sufficient, or do they have to be underweight? My BMI is 17.5 and I'm trying to push to 17. Do you guys see the type of community she is building? Girly, then you're good. Don't become medically underweight. Isn't 17 medically underweight? Also, I love Liv, but remember, she's had a lot of aesthetics and a nose job, even though that one she denies. But it's pretty clear from her before and afters. Yeah, this woman, she is beautiful, but she has also had a lot of work done. Which, not a bad thing at all, but you need to stop comparing yourself to people who are rich, because this woman's fucking rich, and who have had a lot of work done. It's pretty clear from her before and afters too. So to achieve her looks, not just losing weight, don't become unwell for nothing. It sucks. Yeah. Living slim the day before Thanksgiving.
Living slim the day before Thanksgiving starts. It's the day before Thanksgiving, so I woke up and went straight into the sauna and steam room in my building. 20 minutes just to depuff, reset, and get my head right. Then I did
saunas are actually really good for you.
The walk and a little workout, nothing crazy, just enough to feel clean and in control. After that, I stopped by my favorite coffee shop and got a few hours of work done, because tomorrow I'm moving a little bit slower during Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is about family day, not grind day. And then, because I refuse to spend the holidays looking tired, I went to get a laser on my malar edema. I have mild malar edema, which just means you hold puffiness under your eyes, and I'm trying to get rid of it. And did the night at Ruby Rosa, because living slim isn't about restriction, it's about intention. I could have pizza the day before Thanksgiving and actually stay lean. Ciao.
Okay, I guess. Whatever.
This year, feeling light is the real holiday luxury. The holidays tell you to overeat, to just start again in January, to binge now and deal with the regret later. But not here. Inside the Skinny Society, we don't do holiday chaos. We do portion first plates, light sips, long walks, cozy teas, and feeling good all season. We stay accountable, we stay intentional, and we stay skinny, even when everyone else is on their third plate. Join the Skinny Society today.
Girl, you can eat your third plate on Thanksgiving and still be an acceptable body weight as long as you're locked in the rest of the year. Okay, this one says, what I told my $300 Skinny Society girls this morning. $300? Does she charge that per month? That is crazy.
I was telling the girls in my $300 paying group in the Skinny Society, one meal does not dictate the whole entire week unless you let it, whether that's Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner or a friend's birthday party dinner. Overeating at one Thanksgiving is not the problem. Overeating every single day leading up to Thanksgiving or up to the birthday dinner or up to the December Christmas party. That's the problem. Today, we don't spiral. Do not eat out of emotion today. Not because Aunt whoever made a comment, not because your cousin is on her third plate, not because dessert is just sitting there. Control the day does not control you. If you want to be in my paying community,
I am not going to be in your paying community. I'm so sorry. I'm not paying someone $300 a month to tell me to control my portion sizes. But yeah, I agree with that sentiment. That was totally fine. POV, me the day after Thanksgiving, because I literally woke up skinnier. Also, by the way, this video will be demonetized simply based on the topic. So please like this video, subscribe if you are not already. It would mean the world to me. That's copyrighted. Okay, it's just her hopping around. Yeah, it's probably the most energy she had all day because she actually ate food the previous day, even though she probably really didn't eat that much. But yeah, being this thin and underfed means you don't have that much energy. I always like when you guys in my comment section let me know because I know the vast majority of my audience suffer with the overconsumption Ed Sheeran, but I do know some of you have/do suffer with the underconsumption Ed Sheeran. Can't say the word, the ED word, so we just use Ed Sheeran around here. If you remember on my channel, I actually have an Ed Sheeran emoji thing on YouTube. It's quite funny, but I do like when you guys let me know in the comments what are some things that you have suffered with, because people like this make it seem like, oh, being skinny is so glamorous and it's so elegant and look how beautiful and blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, they're hiding all of the side effects of them not eating. So if you have suffered with that type of thing, I'm so sorry. I hope you are doing better. You deserve to eat. You deserve to eat nutritious food that makes you feel good. And let me know down below what kind of side effects that you went through, because we need to spread the word about this. This is not it. We're going in the opposite direction. We do not need skinny women. We need strong women. And when I say strong, I do not mean like big bodybuilder strong. No, I need all of you women to lift 2 to 3 times a week. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking for. Okay, this one says how to eat a cinnamon roll and not gain weight. 1, don't eat cinnamon rolls all the time. 2, you don't have to eat the entire cinnamon roll. You can eat a few bites of it and be completely satisfied. I find after the 3rd bite, the dopamine that I've got from the 1st and 2nd bite no longer exists, and I know what it tastes like, so I just give the rest to Philip.
How to eat a cinnamon roll like a skinny bitch. I've been craving one for months. And you can have one, but you have to eat it like a skinny girl. The portion control sweet spot is the middle. You just eat the middle of the cinnamon roll. That's the warm, gooey middle everyone wants. The rest is dry bread pretending to be dessert. The middle is the moment, leave the fluff. Cinnamon rolls are fine, everything is fine. Just remember they're carb heavy and sugar packed. So if you have one for breakfast, make sure you balance your next meal. My 3 skinny rules whenever I have something sweet for breakfast: sweet now, protein later, lighter lunch and lighter dinner, and never waste calories on mid-food. So if
having a lighter lunch and a light dinner simply because you ate the middle of a cinnamon roll is so problematic and so stupid. First of all, if she was truly about health and wealth, health and wellness, she would not be eating a cinnamon roll for breakfast, period. Occasionally, fine, but the fact that she says, oh, eat this and then eat protein after. No, eat a protein-rich breakfast first so your blood sugar stabilizes, because if you eat a cinnamon roll for breakfast, again, if you do it very, very occasionally, it's not a big deal. However, most people are not doing it occasionally. They are eating sweet treats, desserts, wrapped up as breakfasts every single day, especially in America. It spikes your blood sugar, spikes your insulin, and you go on your blood sugar roller coaster. I talk about it all the time. You're going up, you're going right back down. And when you crash, what happens? Low energy, fatigue, grogginess, more cravings, you're irritated, you're tired. And what do you reach for? More sugar. It goes right back up. So eat a protein-rich breakfast, then eat the freaking cinnamon roll. I do prefer the middle, so I will agree with that simply based off of preferences. And yeah, just like Cherry Blossom said, you won't immediately gain weight after eating a dessert, which is true. You need to eat many desserts to gain weight.
this isn't good, I don't eat it. Being skinny isn't about restriction, it's about taste.
No, being skinny is quite literally about restriction. Hello. And some restriction, like I say, is not bad. It's hard with the things that she says.
Everyone loves to say, oh my god, that's so restrictive. Tracking your portions, only having 3 bites of desserts, walking 10,000 steps. Yeah,
none of that is restrictive to me.
that's kind of the point. Discipline is restriction. And the reason being skinny is rare is because the lack of restriction is normal.
That is fair. That is fair also.
I still eat whatever I want, but here's the difference. If I have a big dinner tonight, I eat light before it. If I go all out,
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. If I know I'm going out with friends or I'm going to a restaurant or something for dinner, I will not eat a big breakfast or lunch. I will eat lighter.
one day, right, and have pancakes or a cinnamon roll or pizza in portions, I pull back the next. That's not obsessive, that's balance. That's what self-control actually looks like, is having things in portions. Like, I never ever overeat or binge. Most people in the US are overweight because they refuse to restrict anything. They want freedom with no boundaries, and that's not health. That's chaos disguised as self-love. Restriction isn't punishment, it's structure. It's you saying, I decide how much is enough. My form of restriction is portion control, because I can eat everything I want, just not everything of it.
Yeah, that is fair. Again, a lot of what she says is fair. I really do like the phrase of, you can either eat whatever you want or however much you want, but you cannot have both. You cannot have both. You can either eat whatever the heck you want, but your portions are going to be small, love, or you can eat as much as you want. However, the food is not going to be the food you want to eat, and this is more like volume eating, so vegetables. How to stay slim in the city when the city smells like hot chocolate.
You know what nobody tells you? Staying slim in the city is an Olympic sport, especially when the entire city smells like hot chocolate or cinnamon rolls. So here's how my day went, and actually how you stay slim during the holidays. I woke up and did a tiny little workout in my building gym, nothing crazy, just enough to wake up my body and earn that main character energy. Then I headed straight to the Commerce Inn, because yes, you can be slim and have pancakes. You just don't need to eat the entire stack, ladies, okay? I had a few perfect bites, savored it, and moved on. Then I went to a bookstore, because the skinniest girls read between meetings. It's called
I understand what she's saying, but the fact she just showed all picture books.
Stimulation Without Snacking. Try it. After that, I walked up to Ralph Lauren and got a hot chocolate, because again, you're allowed to taste the season. I'm not out here pretending I don't like nice things. I just don't inhale them. Then I went to Nobu, Tuna Crudo, Lychee Martini, name a more iconic duo, luxury and portion control. And then I ended the night at Faena watching a performance, because staying slim in the city is literally this: keeping yourself busy, stimulated, inspired, and moving. Not rotting at home, binge eating.
So is this all that she ate today? That would not surprise me why she's so thin.
Because it's cold. So the hack: when the city smells like hot chocolate, stay busy, taste things in moderation, and build a lifestyle that keeps you in motion. You know what?
Yeah, those 3 tips are fine. She sends me on she gives me whiplash. 3 ways to be skinny and social this holiday party season without the holiday weight gain. Okay, tell me, girl.
It's holiday party season, and let's be real, this is where a lot of people lose it. Where most people lose it. But you can be skinny and social, and I'm gonna teach.
I don't want to be skinny, Liv. I am fit and lean. I don't want to be skinny. I like being able to deadlift 2 times my body weight. I like being able to do over 15 strict pull-ups. I like being able to bench 135 pounds. I like being able to bench over single arm dumbbell row 75 pounds. Yes, in one arm. More than half of my body weight I can row. Strong is empowering. Being able to lift heavy things is empowering. Sure, is it empowering or disciplined to eat tiny portions and only eat 1-inch slices of cake? I guess. I think it's more empowering and more fun to have a very heavy leg day or back day or chest day in the gym, and then, oh, it's that time of the month where I'm going to go indulge in a normal, delicious bakery made in shop piece of chocolate cake, a normal sized cake. Move on with my day as a strong bitch. More power to you if you like being skinny, but all I'm saying is sarcopenia and osteoporosis will catch up to you.
Teach you how. Number 1, don't save up. You're not a squirrel. Starving all day to make room, that doesn't make you disciplined, okay? It really just makes you desperate.
This is true. You are way, way, way more likely to overeat and hinge if you are saving up your food for the end of the day. Don't do it. Eat a nice protein-rich breakfast and move on. You will be fine.
You will walk in ravenous and desperate for the bread basket. Like the bread basket owes you money, okay? Eat your normal skinny meal so by the time you are...
Okay, no skinny meals, for fuck's sake. What do we preach here? Big, hefty meals.
Thrive. You are calm, not chaotic. Show up at a 3 on the hunger scale, not a 0.
Yeah, that's good.
Number 2, treat the party like a fashion show, not an all-you-can-eat buffet. You are here to look good, network, and be seen. Not to sample every single canopy like it's Costco, guys. Come on. Hold a drink, stand tall, and talk more than you chew. You can't look chic mid-meatball, guys. Like, you just can't. Number 3, indulge intelligently. You can have anything, you just can't have everything. Pick one thing you actually...
The whiplash is so real. I'm like, yes, this is great. And then the next sentence, I'm like, oh my God.
Want to enjoy and enjoy it. 1 glass of wine, 1 dessert, 1 plate that feels worth it. The goal isn't deprivation, it's discernment. Holiday parties aren't about food. They are about control and heels. And that's what staying skinny looks like. Ciao.
See, I would just say these are normal, healthy habits. These are not just skinny habits. Someone said, why is your entire personality based on your weight? Well, that's quite literally her job. What did the reply say? Does it look like there's anything else going on? Some said it's her business. Yeah, it is her business. But yeah, like this person says, perpetuating EDs isn't saving anyone's life, I promise. And again, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I am not. Okay, skinny peppermint hot cocoa that won't peppermint bark you up the fat tree. That's an insane sentence.
If you're trying not to peppermint bark your way up the fat tree this December, make this instead. I will never understand why people drink the full calorie hot chocolate when it's so easy to make a skinny version that tastes better and it doesn't derail your mood, your body, or your day. And I think this 70 calorie version is actually tastier than the peppermint hot chocolates that are like 350 calories. Like, I will
Her vocal fry absolutely kills me.
never understand.
Okay. Oh no, it's Chobani. Never mind. What is it? Nut pods. I don't like nut pods. They smell way better than what they taste.
Why y'all drink a 350 calorie when a 70 calorie skinny one
I don't understand why you guys drink a 350 calorie when a 70 calorie drink like that
exists. Like, why are we voluntarily peppermint barking ourselves into the fat tree?
Why are we peppermint barking ourselves up the fat tree?
Do you want hot cocoa or consequences?
Neither. Yeah, that one probably doesn't taste that great. If you guys try it, let me know. How to not get fat this holiday season.
How to not get fat this holiday season. Listen, no one in the history of ever has gotten fat in 6 weeks. And neither will you. Even if you decide to eat like a complete holiday gremlin. From today until December 31st, you're not waking up on January 1st as a stuffed blueberry. That's not how bodies work.
Yep.
But a lot of people gain more weight than they want from Thanksgiving till New Year's. And the strategy to prevent that, it's simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. Let's be honest, holidays are a handful of days. Thanksgiving was one, Christmas is one, New Year's is one, maybe a couple of family days sprinkled in. So let's call that 8 to 10 days of actual holiday parties / fun. How many people do you know that got fat in 8 to 10 days? And how many people do you know that got skinny in 8 to 10 days? Exactly 0. And before someone cries in the comments,
She's right.
Liv, well, I gained 8 pounds when I was on vacation. Girl, no you didn't. You gained water, carbs, alcohol. Just like a wet sponge weighs more than a dry sponge. It's weight, not fat. And you probably lost it all the moment you went home, slept, walked, and stopped inhaling dessert like it was oxygen. Just like you can't lose 8 pounds on a juice cleanse. So what's the actual strategy?
God, Liv, she has such normal good advice 75% of the time. I wish she would lean into that and like the healthier aspect rather than just, oh, skinny, I want to be as flat as a board, skinny.
Strategy on not getting fat during the holidays. When it's the holidays, you enjoy it in moderation, guilt-free. When it's not the holidays, you really lock it. You don't eat like a feral raccoon. You really dial back your portions. That's it. Thanksgiving dinner, I still had portions yesterday. I didn't do second plates. But sure, have a slice of your aunt's pie. Have a few bites of cornbread. But the next day, you're not eating leftover pie. You're not eating things.
Yeah, and the thing with leftovers is either give them to someone else or get rid of them. Because leftovers, I mean, depending on how many, if it's like a plate, it's really not a big deal. But if you have copious amounts of food, I'm talking weeks worth of food, you might want to give it to someone else or simply get rid of it because it's just going to continue that hinge cycle. Trust me, I know.
Giving leftovers because waste makes you sad. Give the leftovers away, freeze them, or throw them out. Overeating because you feel guilty does nothing for you or for the people in the world who need food.
Yep. Stop freaking on. I actually think this is a wonderful one to end on. So we will end this one here. Please do let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, subscribe if you are not already, check out my merch, check out my channel memberships, check out my 30-day habit tracker, which gives you Discord access. I will be doing a REACTMAS. I don't know, I'm going to do my best to post as much as I can in December. I don't want to give an actual time frame because I have a lot going on right now. However, I am going to do my absolute best, but it will be a REACTMAS. So make sure to turn on your notifications. I will be going live more often also because it is fun. It is quite fun. We be shooting the shit over there. But yeah, alrighty. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.